Ready for a different kind of happy hour? What if you could enjoy your night without waking up to a pounding hangover? More and more adults are discovering Rebel Rabbit THC drinks, a refreshing alternative for those looking to skip the next morning regret that often comes with alcohol. So leave the headaches behind and give your liver a break by choosing an alcohol-free option instead. And now there's even more reason to stop by. Visit Inlet Dispensary on the Murrell's Inlet Marsh Walk directly across from the Claw House. And when you purchase any Rebel Rabbit drink, you'll receive a free Microphone Monkeys collector pin while supplies last. And don't miss the brand new Rocket Pop flavor. It's the nostalgic taste of summer with a Rebel Rabbit twist. Whether you're hanging out with friends, relaxing after work, or enjoying the Grand Strand, make the switch and see what everybody's talking about.
Rebel Rabbit THC drinks. Less of what you don't want, more of what you do.
Here we come, walking down the street. Got the gold, no taxes to meet. Free to speak and free to trade. Markets up, no need for aid. Hey, hey, we're the microphone monkeys. People say we're anarchist flunkies, but we're too busy being free. Hey, hey, we're the microphone monkeys.
This is a Microphone Monkey special. Beautiful. Well,
Yes.
This will be known as the Microphone Monkeys Bohemian Grove Bill special because we have our weekend friend Bill.
There I am.
Three.
What's up, guys?
Bill, how do you pronounce your last name again? Is it Sevier?
Sevier. Sevier. You can find me on
Sevier.
Twitter at Billy Cardano. That's Sevier, yeah.
And
Hey, with a
we
name like that, I might have him make him a made man.
he must. Yeah, on the Twitter handle, it's Italian. It sounded a little more French with the Sevier. But
It's got to be
I'm
100%
American.
Italian.
French Sevier.
Yeah. But we have Bohemian Grove Bill. We have Mafia Mike. We have Dark Web Detmering, who's
No.
still in a remote location
That shall not be found.
that shall not be found. And, you know, because I
I
host...
think the FBI is looking for him. That's why he's been hiding right now.
He realized those flock cameras are going up, so he got out of here.
I got the flock out of there. Yeah.
But here's
Get the
here's
flock
the
out of
thing.
here.
Since I host the Monkey Podcast, which is where most of the nicknames come from, I have never got a nickname. And Darren was, I didn't realize after a couple of our county meetings, I've been being described as rage/enraged Randy.
No, Rational Randy.
I think
I'm
Randy Orgasm.
AKA Enrico.
Randygasm.
Well, we do. Randy does mean horny in Spanish. So. You ask Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby.
But,
He's so Randy.
We are so happy with our friend Bill that we wanted to create a Sunday podcast. And this was very minimally prepared for. This was mainly for riffing and improvising. But Bill did have a science story he shared with us.
Oh, awesome.
Here we go. I got to pull it up, Bill.
While
Here
he's
it is.
pulling it up. Here we go.
All right, so we got a single dose of a specific drug, a reverse autism-like symptoms in adult mice within hours. So a drug briefly reversed autism-like brain and behavior changes in adult mice, hinting that affected brain circuits may remain surprisingly adaptable. So the drug, where's the name of it? It's called rapamycin, rapamycin. So, yeah, it was tested on mice. It reversed the effects of autism. So people are thinking it might work on humans, too.
So here's the first problem. This came up with the Tylenol issue. If we didn't have autistic people, what would happen to the Libertarian Party?
Oh, that's true.
That's my
We'd be
first
done.
concern.
That's right.
Yeah, very concerning.
This would be an extinction event. So, This is getting pretty dangerous. We talk about all the AI and robotics being dangerous, but this might be the number one problem coming.
That's right. along with soap and
Soap, reversing autism. It's been one blast after another for us.
Yeah, if they shut down
Now, I want to...
all the comic book stores, they'd be, obliterate us too.
Now, I have a question for Bill. What is his theory on the uptick in autism?
I think there's a relationship with the increase in the vaccine schedule in America. Ever since the 80s, the rate of autism has skyrocketed.
I agree.
As with the rate of autism.
They're on 2020 shots.
I didn't catch that.
Are you blaming it on the 2020 vaccine?
Oh, that's a little different. I think it has some more to do with like heavy metal toxins like aluminum and mercury and things along those lines. The mRNA injection has a lot different complications that go along with it. I'm not sure if it increases the rate of autism. I'd be surprised if it did. I think it would have to more do with the mercury and aluminum.
I think it has more to do with the childhood.
We got shots for every polio and every other thing you could think of. We're all still standing.
Yeah, I think it has a lot more to do with the childhood vaccines that have been going on for years lately.
Well, I did hear Rand Paul at one point said something about why are these childhood vaccines all at once in like a packet? Why don't we schedule them out and space them out? Like it wouldn't hurt anything.
Yeah.
Doctors say that it's safe to inject a child with up to a third of the baby's body weight in vaccines. That's their claim. A third of their body weight is safe.
Oh, that's redonkulous.
Yeah, isn't it? Just common sense just absolutely rejects that.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, what's that, Mike?
I said over-drugging the kids.
Oh,
yeah, but that's also what the Libertarian Party's for, isn't it? Giving heroin to 5-year-olds? That seems to be Austin Peterson's view of libertarianism. Now, let me ask you, because this is fascinating. I think this will be the cool long-term theme for the Sunday Shenanigans show. What is it? Is it the flu vaccine? Because I know people have claimed like from the 90s on, the documented cases of autism or what's been clinically described as autism has exploded. And some people have said, oh, they broadened the definition. Some people mentioned vaccines and metals and what vaccines? Is it like all of the above, but just the metals that are in them, or what is was your kind of overall view?
I think it's the concentration of them. So like Tripp said, it's how many are taken at such an early age that really affects it. But going into the flu vaccine, quote unquote vaccine, how much is it really a vaccine if you got to take one every single year? I mean, isn't it supposed to retrain your immune system to be able to fight off that virus indefinitely? Needing the booster shots, like how ridiculous is a vaccine, quote unquote, if you got to keep taking the injection?
Exactly.
I agree with Bill on that one.
Yeah, because
I have not had a vaccine since I was a small child, and I didn't take any of the COVID vaccines. And
You were small?
You were small.
I used to be less than 240.
Less than 240.
But yeah, I mean, it was the first vaccines that we had were, like Bill was explaining, they were supposed to be things that would build up our natural immune systems. But the ones that they've been developing now has pretty much been trying to knock out the natural immune systems and make us more dependent upon artificial means of fighting off diseases and things like that. So it's pharmaceutical companies are insidious.
Yeah, there's a reason why in 2020 they had to change the definition of vaccine. Originally that's what it was, and now it's just an injection that elicits an immune response. I'll tell you, if you inject yourself with cyanide, that's going to elicit an immune response.
Amen.
It's ridiculous.
Good point. Amen. Yeah.
Now, another interesting point of view on this, now we're talking about vaccines and just autism and vaccines in general. I wonder with Bill, I was working so hard during COVID, I kind of ignored the whole thing and I was kind of tuned out. I remember, what was the first one? The Pfizer vaccine in like 2020, 2021 or around there that started having the first side effects?
You had Johnson Johnson. You had
Johnson
Moderna.
AstraZeneca. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Pfizer was the big one,
Moderna
though.
was the home run hitter.
Was it? I thought Pfizer was the one with the most complications.
Nah, because I was buying and I said fuck it. I bought in the stock market and I was watching the three major ones and I saw Moderna was going to win out, so I sold everything else and put my money in Moderna.
Oh,
of course, you're
dude,
pumping and dumping and day trading the big pharma stocks. You're pulling another Italian move.
That's where we got to get
that's
Mafia
like
Mike in the
buying,
government. Yeah.
Investing in the military-industrial complex before the Iran war. Like, come on, dude, have some morals, man.
Hey, we go by different rules in Mafia Mike land.
Inside,
we don't go by any of them little morals.
Insider trading with Mafia Mike.
Yeah, we're about to go to war with Iran. I'll do a couple day trades on Boeing. Jump into Pfizer. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I got to put it in the oil now because everything's in the oil.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
You know, another thing, I'm going to jump in on this one. This is something that's just been, I don't know, a boil on my butt for a while. It's all these people now that are have, you know, an epiphany now that what's his name? Lindsey Graham has passed away. We have people coming out of the closet and out of the graveyards now running for his seat. And this is, I mean, this is hilarious. Yeah. The former governor of South Carolina is now running for his seat.
Oh,
Yeah.
why am I blanking on his name right now? Isn't it Mark McBride?
Mark Sanford.
Oh, Mark Sanford.
Mark Sanford.
Yeah, and
I
Mark,
saw him.
Locally, Mark McBride, who's the old mayor of Myrtle Beach, he was going to be running as an independent. Now he's going to be forced to run in the primary also. So
They're like roaches. You throw a little bait and the roaches come out.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course...
What is your theory about Lindsey Graham's heart attack, where he had the aorta rupture? Is any of that, like, COVID shot correlated, or is that just cholesterol?
Well, the first shock I had was
old age.
The first shock I had that is he had a heart. You know, that's that kind of threw me off.
He had a heart.
Who was old Darth Vader? Dick Cheney?
Yeah.
The complication with the mRNA vaccines, if you did get myocarditis or pericarditis from it, you get scarring in the heart, scar tissue forming in the heart. It's like the first 6-9 months after injection is the most dangerous part because the tissue around the scar tissue is very gentle, very delicate. So if you overwork it, it can tear. But, 3 years later, it's going to be healed enough to where that's not really a problem. He was just old.
You want to hear the most...
Well, it's just, you got to look at a lot of those people that took shots. If you recall, the nurses and the doctors were on gag order. They knew what the hell was going on, but they couldn't say nothing.
The most outlandish and wildest rumor that went out was the medications you take for AIDS and AIDS-related complications weakens the heart, and that's why he had this happen. I was like, where did they come up with this?
We all know the kind of party Lindsey Graham likes, so that's possible.
Maybe Lindsey Graham had his 25-year-old hooker around at the time.
Well, there was the guy, you know how they always joke?
Yeah.
You know how they always joke about, I'm going to hire a gay guy to create your funeral?
Oh, yeah.
And, make everything right. There was a conservative activist guy who had like 1,000 pictures with Lindsey Graham, like having a total meltdown, this gay conservative guy,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone was pointing like, yeah, we already knew about all that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Nothing against the gays, but I do want to mock Lindsey Graham for being
The
a maniac,
gays.
neocon, authoritarian, while being secretly super gay.
Yeah.
Hey, of all the people to take his seat, though, his sister, until the term is up, like, what is that?
That's pure South Carolina, good old boys nepotism.
I think that was that was their biggest way of creating a placeholder that was supposed to be non-controversial. So yeah, I think that was
Just vote in the same way that he would have voted?
and they're supposedly this placeholder is just supposed to vote in the way he would. But the shock
It's
came.
a short list.
But the shock came was that she plans on running for his seat. Now, I think that was
Lord.
something that the overlords did not predict she would do. Yeah.
Well, it's easy to vote for Lindsey Graham. It's just mass death, mass government spending, and anything violating civil liberties. I mean,
Yeah.
It's not that hard to vote like Lindsey Graham.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I
Yeah.
do want to, since this is the conspiracy theme a little bit, which I love. Twilight Zone. There's a fifth dimension where Bill steps into the void.
I love it.
I have a question about one that popped up this week. The great frontman of Pink Floyd, Roger Waters,
Yeah.
went on Piers Morgan and Tucker Carlson, and I think a few other shows,
Yeah.
about the 9/11 controlled demolition theory.
Oh,
And I would like to hear Bill's view on this.
Well, I mean, it was a controlled demolition. It fell on its own footprint. Not only was it a controlled demolition, it was a very skillfully deployed controlled demolition. I mean, firefighters reported liquid metal flowing like a foundry, which, sure, can jet fuel heat up the steel to make it malleable enough to buckle? Yes. Is it hot enough to melt steel? No. Firefighters report molten steel. Also, there was the byproduct of thermite. I think it's iron oxide or it's some byproduct. Firefighters found like tons of it in the basement. And also people who were there that day felt explosions come from beneath them that were on the lobby level. So, I mean, there's so many questions about 9/11, but there's a lot of funky stuff about
I know
that.
the number one that always caught me off guard, and it's famous, but is the passport thing. Like everything exploded into jet fuel and explosions, but who was it, Mohammed, whatever guy from Saudi Arabia, his passport was like a piece of paper was sitting on top of the rubble.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, bigger than that.
That would be
the
incinerated.
question I asked to normies, sure, did planes hit towers 1 and 2? Yes. Well, how did Tower 7 fall? There were 3 buildings that went down that day. How did Tower 7 fall?
Yeah.
And it also...
And these buildings didn't fall on Tower 7 because the buildings came straight down.
Right.
Well, I
And
will tell you,
there were
Michael,
buildings in between, too, and they didn't go down, but Tower 7 fell on its own footprint just like 1 and 2 did.
I will say, so that you guys can team up on me, Michael Shermer at Skeptic Magazine, which I know is, the mainstream view, and I want to throw this at you guys and see what you think. He said in an article that came out a couple of years later, that was all about 9/11.
Mm-hmm.
He said, so Building 1 was like 110 stories high,
Yeah.
and that was the one where the north part of Building 1 was facing Building 6, a little road, and Building 7. And what his version was, which is probably what the mainstream narrative is that when Building 1 collapsed, it kind of like crushed part of Building 6, but something about it had hit the south side of Building 7 and caused damage and fires, and that's what caused it to collapse. I'm just throwing the official narrative out. This is a little T-ball, so you guys can respond. Well,
calling you an asshole.
Okay, so let me give you this back. So the steel skeleton of World Trade Center 7, it was a steel-framed high-rise structure consisting of 24 interior columns and 58 perimeter columns supporting a composite floor system of steel beams and girders with corrugated metal decking and concrete. That is not going to collapse on its own footprint from debris falling from another building. Will parts of it be taken out? Sure. It's not going to collapse on its own footprint.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's a very well-engineered structure.
Well,
I will be
I
the
think it was a
Kenyatta.
Japanese guy designed the building back in 75 when they were building that. 74, 75. I've been in that building. Have you guys been in there?
I've been to where the buildings were, but not inside any of them.
Yeah, I've been inside the building. So, those buildings were made very well. The engineer structure on that was, like Bill said, top notch.
Yeah.
And I agree with Bill on that because I have a friend who's a demo guy in Vegas that takes down old casinos. And he said, when I asked him that, he said exactly the same thing, that those buildings were detonated.
Yeah, they had to have been, for it to not collapse in an angled fashion where it's hit another building, for it, like, every beam to be compromised at the same exact moment where it would fall perfectly on its own footprint at near free fall speed. That's a controlled demolition, and a very good one at that.
Think of what was it, 93, when they tried to bomb the building down in the garage? If they couldn't take it out there, what makes you think a plane that hits the building at the 80th floor somewhere is going to take that building down?
Yeah.
Now, what
People
about
are
the...
suckers. There's a sucker born every day, and these stupid people in America believe the narrators.
Guys, just 1 month ago, a plane slammed into the tallest skyscraper in China's capital. Did it fall on its own footprint? Absolutely not.
No.
what about the Larry Silverstein asbestos insurance theory?
Oh, yeah, and he pulls out a huge insurance claim on the towers, 3 days before it happened? 2 days before it happened?
He had to go to his dermatologist, okay? That's why he wasn't there.
Wow.
Yeah, and the only day he takes off, right? The only day in 13 years was that day. Yeah.
Well,
there's just so many questions about it, dude.
Another thing that's funny about, or not funny, but kind of interesting about Roger Waters when he's doing this, he also did a smackdown of Bruce Springsteen and saying that Bruce Springsteen needs to shut up.
About
Bruce Springsteen is like the Hillary Clinton, or Roger Waters is like the Noam Chomsky.
Yeah, of going, doing these political, I guess, how do you put it? Dissertations instead of just doing his concerts. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. Even if I agree with Roger Waters about a lot of stuff, I don't think that celebrities and should be, butting in on politics. I think they do enough damage as it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's funny because that Hunger Games lady, is it Jennifer
Clinton?
Lawrence or there's a real life one.
Yeah.
She was saying about, I went hard against Trump and got all involved in politics and stuff, and I think it net damaged me, and I've decided to stop doing that.
Oh,
and it's no shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, let's see what Doja Cat's view is on healthcare.
That's right. I wish Frank Zappa was still alive so I could know what his opinion is on the splitting of the Democratic Party. I mean, it's just crazy.
His views would probably be very much like Roger Waters, but said in more of a Mafia Mike type of way.
Oh, he was, talk about a great libertarian. That was Frank Zappa, man. I'll tell you. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you just things that have been coming up lately. There's been a lot of alien files being released. Trump's probably maneuvering it in a manipulative way. But what are your thoughts on some of the newest files that have come out on the alien stuff?
I think it's just a bunch of baloney, honestly. But, I think, like, have you guys read the book, Behold the Pale Horse?
Yeah, I read that. I have that book.
So back in the 50s, Eisenhower struck a deal with the gray aliens saying that they'll give us some technology if we let them abduct up to a few thousand Americans every year for genetic testing and whatever else they want to do.
Anal probes,
I think
baby.
It's possible, man.
That's right.
Yeah, they'll probe us.
Lindsey Graham could have went for that.
Maybe that's what happened. You guys get a chance to read the book. Read it.
What is it called again?
Behold the Pale Horse. It's one of my favorite books.
Declassified files in it.
Oh, cool.
I
love that.
I think it was a colonel.
No, he was in the Navy. He had high clearances in the Navy, so he was able to see stuff that most people in the Navy couldn't see.
Yeah, I think it was an 05 or 06. He was like fairly high up there in the military.
Yeah, and they ended up killing him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had a shootout. Down the street from his house with police.
What? That's crazy.
No.
Where were
Who was
you?
that guy
Where were
that
you then?
they
That
always
day,
said
Mike?
Alex Jones?
William Cooper, his name was.
One of Mike's previous government contracts. He took out the alien. What about that guy who was before Alex Jones, and he ended up getting killed, and they all said, like, oh, Alex Jones copied him. It was like a radio guy from the late 90s. What was that?
Art Bell, maybe?
It might have been. I forget.
He was a big radio guy, talked about a bunch of stuff, Bigfoot, ghost.
Yeah, I love that Coast to Coast. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
I only know Coast to Coast with Space Ghost, so I'm not as informed as you
Space Ghost. Again, if they shut down the comic book shops, then the libertarians are screwed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one thing after another lately. Now, let me ask you. Now we're talking about aliens, because I know Michio Kaku, who I had to mention at least one time.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, drinking game. He mentioned an alien situation. I've mentioned this a couple times on the Monkey Podcast, but there was in a flight going from Alaska to Japan in like the late 80s.
Yeah.
And like 3 different whatever radar types of sensors had measured independently an unidentified object around this plane, and the people in the plane had seen outside the windows like an object.
Wow.
And that was one of the most like scientifically backed like UFO situations. But I want to ask about Area 51.
Okay.
What are our thoughts? And is that where this Eisenhower plan happens?
I don't think so. I think that was the frosting. It was probably very close to Area 51, but I think that's just mostly a distraction. One of the biggest testimonies I've found, not just that specific flight, but Commander David Fravor, he was in the Air Force.
Yep.
He told his story real good on the Lex Friedman podcast about he was a fighter pilot for 20 years. He knew if he saw something on the radar or if he saw something out the window, he knew if it was a man-made craft or not. He saw this tic-tac shaped aircraft breaking the laws of physics and just flying in ways that human technology can't do.
Well, Bill, you wouldn't believe this, but I actually did a talk on Fravor and the Tic Tac at the, what they call that, Alien Fest in Conway this last year.
Oh, way cool!
Yeah.
You're kidding me?
No, that was the talk that I gave. Yeah, because
Where was that at? Where was that at?
It was in Conway last year. Yeah, and they're going to do it again this year. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We
when?
have to go to that.
Yeah, we gotta go to that one.
Yeah, because the same guys do the Bigfoot Fest too. I'll find out.
Oh, please invite me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right up my alley.
But with the whole thing is that what I was going to say is we should put a booth up again so that we can get invited to give our swag away and to speak at these things.
Hell yeah. That would be a fucking Libertarian Central.
Exactly.
It says it's in late October.
Yeah.
What is it?
Oh, perfect. Right when it cools down, too.
But it was
says the Conway Sports and Fitness Center.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll dress up as an alien.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I still have photographs and stuff, but I was doing another podcast for another network, and that's why I got invited to do it. Yeah.
Did you actually interview Fravor, or was it just like people talking about the event?
No, just talking about the event and quoting them and so on.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't that San Diego one like a Tic Tac alien thing? The one that kept doing like L shapes.
Well, that's It was off the coast of excuse me, California, where the incident took place. But yeah, it's well documented, and yeah, it's incredible. The Tic Tac. Yep.
And you got to think that's just one shape of UFO or UAP. You know, you got the saucers, you got those, you got all sorts of different things. Are they made by different species? Are we being visited by multiple species? Are these just different models by one species that just has different generic shapes for, specific missions that they want to do on Earth? Or are these just highly classified human technologies that were somehow created in secret with black budget programs, multi-trillion-dollar black budget programs?
Well,
I think some of that is the budget programs, because they got stuff out there. That's why it's so classified. You know, there's nobody can go around Area 51 even today. And if that was the beginning, I mean, look at the technology we have with the, our Air Force can, the helmets where they can fly the plane without even touching anything.
HUD displays and so on. But it was Skunkworks actually did have there was a leaker that said Skunkworks actually had the actual plans for a Tic Tac type of vehicle. And of course, because of the movements and the types of G's it would pull and everything else, it has to be unmanned. And this was like one of their first, I guess you would, call it. It's a self-intelligent unmanned vehicle. Yeah.
Unless it had like some type of inertial inhibitor inside of it, which the way it moves too, it can be a gravity propulsion vehicle, which would naturally have inertial inhibitors. But did this technology come originally from the invention of man, or were they from reverse engineering programs?
Well, most of the things that Skunkworks purportedly has is reverse engineering, even though they attach patents to each individual things that go through there. But then they find out, if they trace the patents back, that the actual people may have been deceased at the time that the patents were put in. For instance, the original patents for Velcro.
Oh, we had lasers, semiconductors, all sorts of stuff came out of that.
Right.
And now, was this Roswell thing, is that the same as Area 51?
Well,
it's related. That was back in 1947.
Right.
All that stuff came a little bit later.
And there are actually like 7 different labs, flight labs, excuse me, experimental flight labs just here in the United States. Area 51 is probably just one of many. Yeah.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask, is this related to David Icke and the reptilian agenda?
Well, the reptilians are supposedly like interdimensional. They're not really intragalactic, so they wouldn't need spaceships in order to come here. They can just warp through space-time, like through dimensions. So, I mean, is it related in the sense that they're aliens? Yes, but it's a little different.
Like the portal in Mike's closet, yeah.
Came over to Los Angeles.
Can you look at George H.W. Bush and not at least kind of think there's a little reptilian action going on?
Well, you can look at it just about anybody in the CIA, yeah.
No comment.
I'm surprised you didn't say it's not related to 1947 Roswell and the creation of Israel. You know, that happened the same year.
Yeah,
This is why Bill is
pretty
the man.
wild that you mentioned that.
See, I am part Jewish. Is that a reptilian, these intergalactic Ashkenazi Jews coming
Okay.
to
Just
invade
You're
Roswell?
part Jewish, part Nazi, and part alien.
now, Randy, I've explained this to you before, but just because you don't have foreskin does not make you part Jewish.
It did have a question mark on the
We're hitting the low points now.
What kind of coincidence could that be? We get the biggest Roswell alien body discovery, and at the same exact time, Israel does their coup d'etat of Palestine.
Well,
The
it all came during
reptilian
the
taking
time
over
of,
Israel.
it had to do more with the explosion of nuclear weapons, the detonation of nuclear weapons, I think.
Yeah,
You know, that's,
just like
that's
Godzilla?
the mainstream conspiracy theory anyway.
exactly.
Wasn't the whole Godzilla story that represents us nuking them and a mutant monster came for revenge kind of thing?
Oh, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the Japanese, the Godzilla movies.
Michio Kaku.
Yeah. Michio Kaku. Michio Kaku was in internment camps during World War II, by the way.
That's where he got alien probed. Yeah.
Did you guys
It
know
wasn't-
that the two cities that were nuked in World War II, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Nagasaki actually had the largest Christian population in all of Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah, they blew up the largest church in all of East Asia, a Catholic
Those
church.
people are living to be 100 years old over there. What the hell was in there? Vitamins in that bomb?
Okinawa.
Okinawa, yeah.
They might got a little of the residual radiation. The ones in Nagasaki didn't live quite as long.
Drink the sake in Nagasaki. Yeah.
Do you know, by the way, discussing Israel, we dropped a plutonium bomb on Nagasaki, and that's the exact type of nuclear bombs that Israel has.
Ah, okay.
Well, where did they get those? Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here, and I'm going to discuss our good friends at Rebel Rabbit. Rebel Rabbit is where we have high seltzer, and it's got delicious, absolutely delicious flavors. 10 milligrams THC, and it is a delightful drink, especially for adults who don't want to have hangovers and don't want to damage their livers. So if you have a chance to go out to your favorite dispensary and get some Rebel Rabbit today. Okay, let's go ahead with more monkey business.
All right, I have a new transition,
Aha.
but it is slightly related. Have you guys heard of the Denver International Airport conspiracy of underground bunkers, secret societies, and aliens underneath the beneath the airport?
Oh, there's got to be all sorts of underground bases, underground cities.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
like in
possible.
BC.
Now,
Like in all sorts of places in America. Absolutely.
now, Randy, are you
Do you
partly
think-
related to these people too?
the Denver aliens.
That's right.
I think Trump is a reptilian.
Oh, how do you think Trump at 80 years old? He seems like he's 55. Do you think there's some child blood juice getting pumped in him, or
I have the
some alien
best,
posing?
Better by
best
the
juice. I have the best juice there is. There's no better juice than what I've got. It's the best, the most fantastic alien, reptilian. This is the best we've got. You can't do any
Are we
better.
segueing into adrenochrome now?
That's right.
Oh, beautiful.
No, it's
That would
more
be
like
perfect.
that jail-based snack juice that's keeping them going.
They had one of his interviews when he used to, back in 2016, interview from Trump Tower. They looked, I forget if it was Alex Jones or a left-wing guy or something, but they looked at the bottle that was on his desk, and it was some sort of like Adderall or some sort of like drug, like he's constantly on drugs to stay up all the time and be productive and, or adrenochrome.
From a guy 80 years old being up 20 hours out of 24.
Blue Chews. It's a Blue Chews. He's up all the time.
Blue Chew and off-label use of Blue Chew.
Hey, if I had Melania in my bedroom, I'd be Blue Chewing it too.
I just thought that was a.
I have a funny feeling Secret Service is going to be knocking on my door when I get home.
Now let me ask this, because this is an interesting. It's not necessarily alien related, but a huge sea change that has happened over the last 20 years or so is people considering the Apollo mission and the moon landing as fake.
Oh yeah.
My wife's been saying that for years.
The Soviets beat us on everything. They got the first moonwalk, they got the first this, the first that, and we're the first ones to the moon. Like, it's just, that was made in a Hollywood studio, as they say. At least the first one was. We did not go to the moon in 69.
No, think about the picture. Think about the picture. The flag with wind. There's no wind on the moon.
Well, check this out, and I can be the Bill podcast pinata. Let me throw these at you.
Everybody grab their stick.
Everyone grab their stick.
I want to beat him to death.
Put the crowbar down, Mike. Now, this is the deal. Like Michael Shermer, who's like you might call the ultimate blue-pilled mainstream view on this, is that, number one, we have moon rocks that have been tested. And wait a sec, before you guys pile on. And number two, there are some sort of mirrors that were put on the moon that people do laser beam things at.
Oh yeah.
And he said those are two examples of that we went to the moon.
Well, it's two examples that we put things on the moon, but yeah.
And that we put them on the moon in 69. I mean, my biggest thing is, how did we cross the Van Allen radiation belt? It's about 52 minutes going through it to the moon, and then 52 minutes going through it back. It's like 2 hours of really intense radiation.
What Michael Shermer said about the Van Allen radiation belt was that it is high-intense radiation, but the deepest, highest concentration part of the Van Allen radiation belt is like in the middle, and you only go through that in less time. That is the Michael Shermer view. I am agnostic on this.
Yeah.
I am just throwing it out there to get, I'm a masochist and like to get beat up by all the conspiracy guys.
Well, I mean, any of this can be explained away, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just, throwing them out. On the next one, you guys can whip me up a little bit. I just wanted to, stir the pot a little bit.
Well,
it's third. I don't have a rebuttal to that right now. I haven't looked into it in a bit, but bravo, Michael Shermer, and fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, now
just because there's a golf cart in the 18th green doesn't mean that people have been there.
Now check this out. I want to discuss something that is also in my very checkered, shady background of ancestry.
AOC.
I have AOC. Does she not look like a straight-up camel, dude?
Oh, dude, yeah.
I do not understand the AOC thing. Everyone says she's so amazing.
Oh, God.
At least she's super hot.
Yeah,
Let me ask you
that's
this.
why she has to go out with a gay guy.
We're keeping this PG for Bill. This is the first Bill podcast.
Okay. Thank you.
You need to calm down, Will.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, my girlfriend's going to be listening to this. So
Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, she'll hate all of us now.
Yeah.
Now check this out. One of my grandfather was from Canada, and where my dad's from in New Hampshire. He was a hardcore Freemason.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to ask you guys, he had like the Shriners thing, and he had little cult meetings and stuff or whatever out in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
What is your view about the Freemasons and their secret control of everything and their, Masonic organization, their, skull and crossbones and all that stuff?
I have so much stuff on the Masons in my library, left from my uncle, who is a high-ranking Mason. So I got a lot of stuff on that.
Now, are the Freemasons, is that a Christian thing, or is that just a European cult thing, or what is that?
It originated from Bavaria.
It's anybody that believes in a single, creator deity. It could be a Muslim, a Christian, a Jew, just as long as you don't believe in multiple gods. But, I'm pretty agnostic about it. I don't think there's like a grand conspiracy with just Freemasons. I think there's some really high-level Freemasons that belong to other, secret societies that very well may influence society, but Freemasonry in itself, mostly harmless. I think it's just like a cringy club for people to join. But
yeah,
I think
there's different branches of the Masons.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Shriners are high up Masons, and then
Scottish Rite.
Go into the Illuminati, and that's where you start getting into people ruling.
Well, I think the group that had even more influence is the Skull and Crossbones organization out of the Ivy Leagues.
Yale.
Out of Yale, yeah. That's the Skull and Bones. But that's just like a university level secret society, and they're separate from the Freemasons.
Right.
A lot of their presidents came from that organization.
It was just 3 of them: Bush Senior, Bush Junior, and one more, maybe Carter. Can't remember.
Is that a coincidence that the ultimate CIA puppet president, H.W. Bush, it was also a hardcore Skull and Bones guy?
Well, was he a puppet or was he a puppeteer?
Oh,
like H.W. This was no fool.
No
fool.
That's true.
Yeah. Now, so are you saying the Shriners, who have always kind of creeped me out a little bit, are they?
You just are like a fez. The fez freaks you out.
Or was it the tassel on the hat?
I think it's mainly the hat and the small cars combined.
I know it.
They're giving out candies to children. It's very confusing.
There's where it started. The Epstein.
Yeah. The original Epstein. They are at all sorts of events around here, and I'm sure they are nationally, maybe internationally. Mm-hmm. What is this a shady organization, and is this money going to adrenochrome activity?
Not as shady as the Moose Lodge.
Is the Moose Lodge a Freemason thing?
It is. I mean, if Hoffman's involved, it's got to be.
There's gummies, there's rituals.
That's right.
It's all very suspicious.
Yeah. I can't come by tonight, guys, because I'm doing something at the Moose Lodge. And we're like, yeah, all right.
Put a Hoffman at the Moose Lodge.
That's right.
Hoffman's like the sergeant in arms at the big dog Murrell's Inlet Moose Lodge. He's the big wig over there.
He's smart. He kept you and Darren out of it. He gave the little bait and switch. Yeah, come on by. And then they never gave you an invitation to join. Yeah.
I will say it's like a freaking prison going over there, because he said, "Oh, there's women here. Like, come check it out and socialize." And they're all 90-year-olds. I think they had some like 60-year-old daughters that were there too. And we went into a room that had a cage on it, and we had to press a button and fill out a form or something to even come in.
What did you have to press a button with? What part of your body?
I tried to do it hands-free, but, I had to do a little hip bump on it from the front. But then we had to wait there, and we couldn't get Hoffman's attention because he's doing big dog, moose lodge stuff. And this guy comes and, reads the riot act to us like we're a bunch of freaking invaders. And we had to name drop Hoffman to get in. That's how you know he's high up. Because once we name dropped the Hoff, then Hoffman showed up and they went and got him. And we had to be escorted around and could not buy drinks. And they made Darren sign up. And
They made Darren sign up.
They made to get money, but then he never got his letter, so they got some money from him. See, that's what I mean by these Shriners and these Moose Lodge types. There's some question marks.
It's an extortion racket. That's what it is.
Did you know?
You guys are always getting hooked up, getting extorted. The strip joint, moose lodge.
I think it's more fun getting extorted at the strip joint than it is.
Yeah,
the
it was way fun. We got extorted.
That's something to look at besides 90-year-old beef jerky.
Yeah, we did the Moose Lodge test, and we got a shakedown by a 90-year-old angry guy. I
was there to film that. That would have been hilarious.
The promise of women at both places, but the Moose Lodge won out. Yeah.
Did you know SLED has raided that Moose Lodge for illegal gambling? So they're a bunch of little gangsters in there.
Uh-oh. Now you got Mike's attention.
Oh, God.
They had their arrest record for the month because they know 90-year-old men ain't going to run.
Well, it is, they're doing a lot of under-the-table bingo and stuff, so SLED had to come get involved.
Dude, I can't believe illegal gambling is even a
pension finance.
It's so screwed up because South Carolina is rated in the bottom 5 for personal liberty.
Yeah.
And all gambling is so militarized and illegal here. But in North Carolina, I think they have legal sports betting, and Tennessee, and
yeah, North Carolina got all that.
And here, if you have an illegal bookie placing bets on a UFC fight, everyone ends up in jail.
That's
People get arrested for that too, for being a legal bookie activity.
Well,
we got good gun laws. That's huge. I came from Massachusetts. Massachusetts has casinos. They got weed. They got all sorts of quote-unquote liberties, but you can't get a hold of a gun with your life dependent on it. I prefer South Carolina any day.
There you go.
Guns are number one.
Yeah, they're number one, absolutely.
Well, when are we all going to go shooting?
Well, you're supposed to arrange that with that friend of ours up in the upper counties that came to the LP meeting.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah. Dude, I have competition guns. I used to do USPSA shooting. That would be so much fun to go as a gang of don't tread on me libertarians and invade.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I still want to do a monkeys. Still want to do a monkeys with guns events. Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be so much fun.
Yeah. I was trying to work that out with the fellows down toward the south end at Elite Firearms. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a fucking blast.
Yeah.
Now let
it cool off a little
I wanted
bit.
to talk. Speaking of guns, what is your guys' view of the JFK assassination?
I think he was killed.
Oh, let's go more modern. What do you think of the Charlie Kirk assassination?
There you go.
Oh, do you think the microphone theory?
I personally do. Yeah, I think there was some explosives in that microphone.
Oh, interesting.
Very.
Yeah, I know Tucker Carlson and Candace, and I think quite a few others now, basically have the view that he was changing his views on Israel.
Mm-hmm.
He was getting in fights over the, impending Iran war that was getting built up behind the scenes. He completely came out against it. His last text to Tucker or Candace or one of them was, go out there and give him hell because he's been more critical of Israel, was Tucker. That was like less than a month before he died. And
so he was going against Trump's views then.
Yeah, and got wiped out.
Yeah, 'cause he was always for Trump's things, and then he switched.
You want to hear something even more weird, guys? Charlie Kirk's last guest on his podcast was Nick Shirley, that guy that exposed all of that, all the fraud in that state, Minnesota, with the Somali fraud. Okay, do you know who Nick Shirley's first cousin is? Tyler Robinson, the alleged shooter. His first cousin. Their mothers are siblings.
Wow. That is
Did you know that?
mind-blowing.
Isn't that weird?
That is absolutely mind-blowing.
Holy moly.
His last guest. Yeah, that's wild to me. Certainly a question mark.
Dude, see, this is why Bill needs his own awesome Conspiracy Sunday podcast.
Yeah.
Because that was an uppercut of information.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that exploded like that microphone.
That's it.
Oh, that's a bad joke. Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
This is the king of shitty.
Trump put the hit on Charlie.
Yeah.
Now, notice Israel always does the exploding pagers,
Yeah.
and you have the exploding microphone theory, and they gave a golden pager to Trump.
Ah, well, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Is this
Going to explode next?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a threat. That's a subtle threat, is what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, to Trump, yeah.
Well,
that was really interesting.
We're coming
I know
on.
we're hitting about the hour mark.
Yeah.
But is there any other explosive, if you will, information about the Charlie Kirk thing? Because we'll have to do part 2 next
Oh,
week.
man, with all these terrible puns, explosive information. we'll continue it next
Yeah,
week.
we didn't even talk about explosive diarrhea coming from the lettuce at Taco Bell. So
Taco
yeah.
Bell. I am the prince of horrible puns. So.
You're also the queen of transitions. Yeah.
Yeah, the drag queen of transition.
Well, I guess
that
this
was
has
a
been
great ending to a great podcast.
Well, this has been another wonderful edition of Microphone Monkeys. Tune in every Thursday for your taste of fun, hilarity, and absurdity from Microphone Monkeys. For more podcasts, go to libertycrackmedia.com. And I just want to say to our fellows, thank you today for this. I think it really worked out well. And say goodbye, monkeys.
Here we come.
Later.
Walking down the street.
See ya.
Got the gold. No taxes to meet. Free to speak and free to trade. Markets up. No need for aid. Hey, we're the microphone monkeys. People say we're anarchist funkies, but we're too busy being free. Hey, we're the microphone monkeys. No red tape to tie us down. Private roads all through the town.